India and France have finally sealed a Rs 61,000 crore deal, a development that's sending shockwaves not just through the US and China, but across many nations worldwide. History has been made. You heard that right? India and France have signed an agreement that's set to completely transform India's defense capabilities for decades to come. This isn't just one or two deals, but a direct Rs 61,000 crore agreement. And it's no ordinary one. This is a super engine deal that will determine the future of India's indigenous fighter jet, the AMCA, Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft. While China remains entangled in its own schemes and the US grapples with global tariff wars, India and France have shrewdly joined hands in a partnership that will ensure India's future independence from foreign engine reliance. Even if France were to withdraw from this deal, the core objective remains. Yes, the engine that will power India's fifth-generation fighter jets will now be manufactured in India itself. A new chapter has begun for the AMCA fighter jet engine under the Make in India initiative. Under this deal, France's aerospace giant, Safran, will manufacture the engines for India's Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, AMCA, right here in India. This means technology transfer, job creation, and another leap forward for India's technological self-reliance. The crux of the matter is that this deal between India and France is not merely in the discussion phase, it's on the verge of being finalized. And the biggest blow from this entire deal program has landed squarely on the United States. You might be wondering, what does the US have to do with this deal? India has deliberately sidelined the US in this entire process, handing the deal over to France. India had already delivered a jolt to the US by awarding France the deal for 26 Rafale Marine fighter jets. However, the US received an even bigger shock when its leading company was preparing to deliver engines to India, only for India to pull the rug out from under them and award the deal to France instead. With this deal, India has also secured a crucial element for the AMCA. What is it? The most vital component for the AMCA engine that India is set to receive from France. Furthermore, an engine factory will now be established in India. And how will this Rs 61,000 crore investment by India further this deal? How will it boost India's AMCA project in a shorter time frame? And why has the US been so agitated by this deal, leading them to take further action against India? We'll delve into all of this in this video. So stay tuned to the channel, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the bell icon to receive timely updates. The significance of the AMCA project for India, friends. The importance of the AMCA project for India is known not just within India, but to most valuable nations worldwide. This deal is set to infuse new energy not only into thousands of engineers, but also into organizations like DRDO and HAL. A world-class company like Safran will now not just collaborate with India, but will come to India to manufacture and test engines. This will pave the way for India to become a major player in the global defense market. Just imagine, until now, India lacked both advanced engine technology and advanced combat fighter chips to power them. But what if both came together? While it might sound a bit exaggerated, it has happened. The deal Safran has struck with India isn't just about manufacturing fighter jet engines. Under this Rs 61,000 crore deal, not only will engines be built in India, but their parts will also be recreated in collaboration with HAL and DRDO. This means not only will technology be transferred to India, but Indian scientists and engineers from HAL and DRDO working on this project will also receive this technology. And this technology transfer won't just be to the engineers, it will be transferred to India in documented form with visualization. You might be wondering what this means. In the future, India will no longer need to purchase fifth-generation fighter jets from any company or country. Because under the deal with Safran, Safran will collaborate with HAL and DRDO to produce approximately 250 engines for the AMCA in India. After manufacturing these 250 engines in India, Safran will also hand over the complete technology, material, data, and built-in AI data programs to India. This ensures that even after the project is complete, India will possess the technology for fifth-generation fighter jet engines. Beyond engine manufacturing, the AMCA project and India's growing self-reliance. The story doesn't end there. The entire deal also includes the AMCA project. The AMCA project India is working on isn't a fourth or 4.5th generation fighter jet. It's going to be a fifth-generation advanced combat fighter jet. This means it will be a multi-role, world-class fighter jet. This clearly implies that India will need highly advanced technology and materials to make it invisible to radar. Not just materials, but its shape will also be decided accordingly. In this context, Safran will also take on the crucial task of creating the coordination compounds between the cockpit and the engine. Safran is one of France's leading companies that manufactures various parts for advanced fighter jets, including the Rafale. It even produces parts that are exported to the US because they are available at a lower cost there. This company is now set to work on India's AMCA, and reports indicate that its first unit will be established in India. This Rs 61,000 crore investment will lead to the establishment of a unit within HAL's facility in Bengaluru, which is already a massive production hub. Establishing it there means that the necessary infrastructure and basic amenities are already. Geopolitical ramifications and America's agitation amidst these developments, countries like China and the US are likely to be unnerved by India's growing strength. India is no longer just a buyer of fighter jets. It's becoming a manufacturer. This will not only empower India's AMCA, but also significantly strengthen the advanced versions of India's Rafale, the Mark III and Mark IV. The India-France partnership is being viewed as one of the world's most high-tech collaborations. This is just the beginning. Gradually, India, under its Make in India initiative, is preparing to bring several global companies to its soil. India is now ready to soar on its own wings with internal and external support. In all of this, America's role has diminished significantly. The reality is that the U.S. has been infuriated by this entire deal. The U.S., which was previously supporting France, is now upset because it has lost out on a massive deal. This loss has not only affected the U.S. but also several of its leading companies. The U.S. wanted India to buy the F-4140 engine, but it came with conditions. The U.S. insisted on no full technology transfer, maintenance outside India, and most importantly, strategic dependency on the U.S. To clarify, maintenance outside of India meant that if there were any issues with the engines in the future, companies wouldn't come to India for repairs. Furthermore, India would always remain strategically dependent on the U.S., and the U.S. was unwilling to offer complete technology transfer. This is why India outright rejected the U.S. offer and joined hands with France, leaving the U.S. stunned. France has now agreed to hand over all technical secrets to India, clearly breaking America's monopoly. Just imagine, when India is going to produce its own engines, America and Russia, who until now believed India would remain dependent on their engines, will no longer be able to make that assumption. France's complete involvement with India in this entire engine industry is excellent news. What are your thoughts? What do you think of this news? Share your thoughts in the comment box. Do you believe India has made a wise move by furthering this deal with France in the future? If so, let us know in the comments. And if you believe India had better options beyond the US or France, what would you say about that? Please share your thoughts in the comments.